All right, so let's do our check-in and see how everybody's doing so far. Um, so first, any questions or comments on anything from last week? Nothing? Going once, going twice. All right. The next thing is I responded to everybody's dream discussion board. So read my response. Sometimes I gave a long response, sometimes you were right on target, so it's like just a couple sentences. But I also included a general response that's a little longer. Yeah, so check that out. Um, what about is anybody who's here um, doing a presentation in the near future? Nobody's scheduled soon.
I am for person-centered theory next week.
Okay. Well, why don't you just stay after and we can kind of talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, sounds great.
Good. Um, okay. And every week, whoever wants to talk about their presentation, you can just stay after class and we'll talk about your presentation. In case I hadn't mentioned it, uh, you know, I um I don't post the lectures early on D2L. I record my class lecture, but I have a lot of previous lectures on my YouTube channel. So, like, let's say you want to see my lecture on person-centered, you can just go to Grafton Eliason on YouTube and type in the theory name, and there'll probably be 3 or 4 lectures on that. So if you actually want to watch the lecture beforehand to help you with the presentation, you can do that. Um, Let's see what else. I'm also posting student samples of presentations. There's one for Freud, there's one for Adler, there's one tonight for existentialism. They're all different, and yours can be different too. But they're interesting to watch, and they'll give you an idea of what you can do for your presentations. None of them are perfect. Um, let's see. So any questions? Oh, and the way we'll do this is remember, you're going to upload your presentation to YouTube and put a link on in a Word document. Make sure it turns blue, hit enter afterwards. Make sure it turns blue so I can click on it. And all you're going to do is upload that Word document to the presentation Dropbox. Put your name on it. Um, and then we'll watch it. We'll watch it in class. Um, so we're not going to record us watching a video because everybody who's not in class can just click on the video. I'll post it. Um, I'll post it for everybody to watch. Um, let's see. Yeah. So any questions about the presentation since they're going to be starting? All right. Let's see. Um, oh yeah. Uh, so we should have like 6 or 7 people face to face in class. Come to class if you're face to face, please. Um, and the more people who can come on Zoom, the better. I just like having a conversation with everybody. So, all right, let's see what else. All right. Any questions? I mean, all we're doing now is discussion boards, but starting next week with person-centered theory, that's the first theory that's going to be on your next exam. Um, so just saying that. Uh, so that each exam, we have 2 exams. There'll be 3 theories on each exam. And next week, person-centered will be one of them. Let's see what else. So yeah, the only thing that's due is if you have a presentation and do the discussion boards. Um, let's see, don't forget to respond to two other students. And yeah, so last week we talked about the dream discussion board. Would anybody like to share anything you found out about the Adlerian birth order? Did it fit you? Did it not fit you? Did it fit siblings? What'd you think about the birth order thing? Yeah, it could be a mix. Yeah.
It says something about being like that was very relatable to me. But like some of them, like some people were being dethroned by my sibling, like no. And then one of them like took the section that was about being like all girls, because like it is just me and my sister.
Uh-huh.
And it said that like I would be protesting against my assigned role as a female, and I've never done that.
Yeah.
So some
Some fit, some didn't. Yeah. That's usually the way. Um, yeah. Go ahead, Jessica.
Um, I'm the middle child in my family. However, as I was doing the family constellation with the birth order, it just kind of lapsed from my memory. I just kind of did the kind of assessment of the middle child characteristics. However, when I was reading someone's post and they were the only child, I remembered that for a period of my early childhood, from like 2 to 6, I was living with a different family, and I was the only child in that kind of family dynamic. And I realized through reading one of my peers' discussion board posts that I think I have some traits of an only child. And my question is, could a child in that kind of situation where they could be an only child as well as a different position in the family constellation, can they have multiple characteristics picked up from?
Yeah, so I would say for you, yes, because it's an extended period of time. If it's just a short period of time, probably not.
Mm,
But like I lived with my sister one summer when I was 10. That was like 3, 4 months. But
mm,
uh but you know, m multiple years, absolutely.
mm. Yes, I found that interesting.
Yeah, that is. What about did you look up like go ahead.
Seem to be in competition with each other.
That's pretty normal, yeah.
Interestingly, we sort of just followed the same path. We went to same schools, same university, we almost worked in the same careers. So we lived in the same neighborhood.
So some competition, a feeling of kind of dethronement, but you followed the same path. Did you get along?
Yeah, yes, because we sort of, had the same interests. However, I know because we always felt we always felt that we were competing with each other. So that's what we found out.
Yeah.
So taken care of, it's important to define the behavioral characteristics, especially someone who's an only child, somebody who is the last in the birth order, they tend to be a bit more individualistic.
Yeah. Only children, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So what did you all think about siblings? Did it fit them more than it fit you?
I felt like my sister and brothers, like the description of the older and the younger, fit them perfectly. Um,
Especially the negative ones.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, focus on those, of course.
Colin, what do you think?
I mean, I found obviously some parts that fit and some parts that didn't, but I kind of wanted to just like, I guess in my brain, I'm like extremely like my instinct is it's very presumptive. So I like, have you ever seen the thing where it's like the astrology guy like basically gave
Yeah.
every same horoscope and all these unique traits, and at the end everyone's like, this perfectly describes it. I gave you all the same thing. So that's sort of my concern with this. And it just seems like because of one factor you understand that you can now extrapolate so much about somebody. So I
Oh,
struggle
yeah.
to see like where I could use this like and gain value from it without risk like being very presumptive about somebody.
So like I said, this was just for fun. Nobody uses this anymore.
Hey, okay, that's why the whole time I was like, man, I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
this was just for fun. Uh,
Oh,
so
I
yeah,
like.
it's too primitive.
Mhm.
Yeah, much
Yeah, thank
much
you.
too primitive. It's just like his lifestyle assessment. It was just like the first one. But now we do like a really detailed intake assessment. So I just had you do this for fun. Yeah. Yeah. Don't like take it for like gospel and start using this with clients. The dream thing you can use with clients. I do that all the time. All right. So before we start talking about existentialism, which is one of my favorites, anybody have any final questions or comments about anything we've covered so far? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm going to do when we play the video, I'm going to stop recording online and I'm going to play the video both on this laptop so they can watch it, and I'm going to play it on the screen so you can watch it. Yeah. And then we'll talk about it. And hopefully, at least one of the people can get some feedback. Not everybody will be live who submits a video, but it's nice if they can hear some feedback from their peers. All right. Sounds good.